Hello, Howard Times viewers. Judy Shields here. I am so excited to welcome Grammy-nominated CMA Emmy Award winner, Grand Ole Opry member, and host of Live Wire on SiriusXM Prime Country Channel 58, T. Graham Brown. Hey, T.
Man, that was a list of jobs you just read off. I can't believe I got that many jobs.
Paying the bills, huh?
It makes me tired just hearing you saying that.
Yeah, you've done a lot. I'll have to tell you. Folks, this T. Graham's been around. He's recorded, oh my goodness, like 15 studio albums, charted more than 20 singles on Billboard charts. He's done commercials for like McDonald's, Disneyland out here, Almond Joy, Coca-Cola, Dodge trucks, and all kinds of commercials. Those must have been fun back in the day.
Oh, that big fun. It's like McDonald's and Hardee's and Burger King and KFC and Taco Bell and Coca-Cola and Mountain Dew and Dr. Pepper and 7 Up and every car and truck, Coors, Budweiser, Stroh's, Miller, like you said, Disneyland, just on and on. Yeah, I've been shilling for people a long time.
Oh yeah, people probably didn't even know that was you.
Probably didn't. And a lot of people have turned the channel on me on TV and not even known. They probably, when a commercial comes on, they probably turn it to a different show.
Yeah, and also here with the holidays coming, with Christmas, there's a lot of Christmas music going on out there, and you've got your single out there, "Santa's Got His Baby Something Good." That is such a great song. You cannot not dance to that song.
Oh man, well, I'm glad you like it. I think Christmas is our favorite time of year.
It is, and that you must. Does that get requested quite a bit when you're out and about?
Yeah, yeah, people like that one. I do all kind. Well, when I do a show, I do all the songs that people expect to hear, and then I
Yeah.
throw in a couple of R&B songs, a couple of gospel songs, and then when it's Christmas time, I sing a few Christmas songs. You probably know about it, but there's a movie that Hallmark Channel filmed called A Grand Ole Opry Christmas, and I'm in that a little bit, and it debuts on the 29th, I think, and let me see, that's the night after we do the 100th year anniversary for the Grand Ole Opry. Yeah, it's November 29th. I just saw, so
Yeah, it's
that
on the
ought to be
Hallmark
good.
Channel, eight
Yeah.
seven Central, and then it's going to be streaming, folks, the next day on Hallmark Plus. But this movie, it stars Christopher Aloha, James Denton, Nikki DeLuge, Sharon Lawrence, and Brad Paisley, and also features appearances by Bill Anderson, Megan Mahoney, Pam Tillis, WSM's Kelly Sutton, and of course T. Graham Brown. We cannot wait to see that. I'm a Hallmark lover, and I was like so excited to hear they were going to have a Grand Ole Opry Christmas. That's awesome for the 100th anniversary. Y'all deserve it.
Well, it's going to be fun. Hey, believe it or not, I've watched a ton of Hallmark Christmas movies, romance movies. I always have to have the Kleenex close by because I'm terrible about crying. I'll cry at the drop of a hat anyway. There you go.
Yep, I can't wait to see this one. Are we going to have some tears for this one too? Is there going to be more of an upbeat musical?
Oh, it's going to be upbeat, I think, but there might be some tender moments in it.
So how did you get a part? Tell us a little bit about that. It's got to be cool making a movie like that.
Oh, they just called me up and went
Yeah.
over to the Opry House, and basically it's really easy. I played myself, and
Wow.
it was really easy.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure Bill Anderson, Brad Paisley, all of them are pretty much. Is it based on the 100th anniversary of the Grand Ole Opry? Is that what the movie's kind of paying
You know,
tribute
I
to?
don't I don't know if they're specifically saying the 100th anniversary, or
Okay.
if it's just like a backstage look at the Grand Ole Opry.
Okay, got it. Just like they did a Hallmark movie about Dolly Parton out at Dollywood. So sort of like that. And it's nice that, because a lot of people watch Hallmark. It's just a big thing for everybody. So the fact that they're gonna have something titled a Grand Ole Opry Christmas, I think is pretty exciting for all of us country music fans.
Oh yeah, I think so too. I'm glad they came to Nashville to do it. I found out that the Hallmark folks do 95 movies a year. So there's no shortage of Hallmark movies.
No wonder I'm so tired by Christmas. I stay up watching all those Hallmark movies.
Yeah, that's right.
And also, folks, as I mentioned, T. Graham is also the host of a really great, fun live wire show on SiriusXM radio on the Prime Country Channel 58. So that's pretty cool. I kind of follow that along. It's already the middle of November. Can you believe it? And you've had T.G. Shepherd, Restless Heart, Johnny Lee. Now, did you do a special? Has it already aired for the Gene Watson that you had a little
Gene
talk
Watson's airing this month.
this month? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do one a month and they air it 10 times during the month. And then it goes on their app in their on demand library. So you can just go on the app and type in T. Graham Brown and a whole bunch of back episodes of Live Wire.
Yeah.
I've had over 60 of my friends on that show, and
Yeah.
I still haven't gotten next month. The December show is a Christmas show, and
Okay.
then I have to. I still have not gotten, and I really hadn't asked either, but I will. Dwight Yoakam, Emmylou Harris, Alison Krauss. There's several artists that I'm wanting to get on there, and also Gary Mule Deer, the great comedian. He's a Grand Ole Opry member, so I think I'm gonna get him on the show too and play some live clips of Gary Mule Deer.
That'd be great. Yeah, you have some interesting guests, and I love listening to it so I can get some pointers on being an interviewer.
Well, I'm not much of an interviewer. We just basically shoot the breeze.
That's what I mean, right? It's just a conversation. That's what I like about you.
Yeah, it's the interview part, if you want to call it that, is really easy. It's,
Yep,
it's just
right.
easy going. We're just shooting the breeze.
I know. That's what
See,
I love about it.
I've known all these people. I've known them all for years and years, so it's easy to talk to them.
Yeah, because they're all your friends and colleagues, and so it's just like I said, it's a conversation. So, but I love the title Livewire because it's a good title.
Oh, thanks.
I love it. So, what's it like? You just recently celebrated 40 years of the release of your breakthrough single. I tell it like it used to be. What's it like celebrating a song like that this many years later? It's got to be pretty awesome.
Wow, 40 years. It's hard to believe. In one way it seems like yesterday, and then another way it seems uh, a long time ago. We've done a whole lot of shows since 1985, and I'm just glad that people still like. I tell it like it used to be. It gets played all the time on classic country stations, and
Yeah.
SiriusXM plays it a lot. And somebody told me the other night. Tanya Tucker and I had a hit duet back in the early '90s, and somebody told me the other night that's 35 years old. So it's hard to believe. And I'm still standing. And I'm still out there riding the bus around and doing all kind of fun stuff.
Yes, and we love that you're out there on tour. You've got going to be in Georgia coming up. It looks like Alabama, Kentucky, back to Georgia again, and then Ohio. So, do you like travel around like that? T, do you like it?
Yeah, I got a great band and we have a real nice bus that's comfortable. But I don't work as much as I used to work because I'm 71 years old, and I've kind of put in my time, and we kind of take it easy. We if a show comes in and we want to do it, we do, and if not, we pass on it. We just don't have. Thank God, we don't have to work as much as we used to. Now, I get to play the Grand Ole Opry all the time, and that's a lot of fun too.
Weren't you just on? Were you on Saturday night?
Yeah, I think I was on Saturday night. This week I'm doing the Opry Friday night, and then like you said, I get on the bus and go down to Georgia, and then we go to the Montgomery, Alabama
Yeah.
Performing Arts Center, and yeah, we do work a lot, but if we're working in town, it's not that hard. It's only 30 miles to the Grand Ole Opry, so it's not
Yeah.
like having to sleep on the bus. Sleeping on the bus is okay, but it's not like sleeping in your own bed.
Yeah, of course. On I was listening because I have Willie's Roadhouse and I love that station that, so I can get the Grand Ole Opry. And you were telling some boomerang jokes. Do you remember a couple of them?
you know,
Tell
I
us a
need
couple.
I need some new material.
I love
Hey,
them though.
okay, I'll give you a couple. What's the hardest thing about buying a new boomerang?
What is? I don't know.
Throwing away the old one. Okay. What do you call a boomerang that don't come back? A stick. I buy all of my boomerangs at Amazon. They have a 100% return policy. Australia is the world's leading exporter of boomerangs. It's also the world's leading importer of boomerangs.
I'm telling you, you had me cracking up. I said, "Oh, I have
You,
to ask him about those."
hey, you know what? I'm thinking about naming my band Boomerang. Maybe that way I can make a comeback.
Oh my God.
Hey, I used to have one more great boomerang joke. I can't remember it, but I'm sure that it'll come back to me.
See, folks, this is how you get entertained by T. Graham.
Oh yeah, silly boomerang jokes. So
Oh,
this woman beat her husband up with his guitar collection. And when she went before the judge, he said first offender, and she says no, sir, first a Gibson, then offender.
you get these jokes. They're
I don't
great.
know. I don't know where they come from.
Well, there you go. Your mind is so sharp.
But I do need some more material. The comedian Henry Cho
Yes.
is a Grand Ole Opry member, and he stopped by the dressing room the other night, and I told him I need some new material, and he said, "Why don't you just stick to singing, and let us do the comedy?"
All those comedians, they're something else.
They are something else. Their mind works a whole different way than most folks.
So, um, let's see. You got inducted, was it this year?
No, it
Last year,
was,
May 3rd.
yeah, May 3rd or 4th
I think it was the 3rd last
was
year.
a year ago. So not
Yeah.
quite 2 years ago.
So it must be different from when you would walk through the artist entrance in the back prior to May 3rd, 2024. What did it feel like when you went there and had that happen? I mean, it must be whew, something else.
Well, when anybody is inducted, they got this wall with a lot of
Yeah.
plaques on it, little
Uh-huh.
brass plaques with your name on it. So
Yeah.
one of the cool things was the night I got inducted, they let me screw in my plaque on the wall. And so now when I walk in, I always touch my plaque and say a quick prayer. That's something that's really cool to do. But man, I've been through that artist entrance about 500 times now. And I've been going out to the Opry since I Tell It Like It Used to Be came out. And I'm just glad they finally made me a member. And that's the highest career honor you can get. And Sheila and I are so happy about it.
Yeah, and to have Vince Gill tell you on that show on Live on Sirius was I've watched that so many times because I cried with you. I was so proud.
Yeah, that was a total surprise, and I
Yeah.
cried like a baby. I was so happy, and Sheila cried too. She was right there with me.
Oh yeah, she's a wonderful woman and wife, isn't she?
47 years we've been together.
Wow. Yeah, I met her back in June. I was there in June, and I actually was at the Grand Ole Opry, so I saw your little plaque, and it was nice to see it there.
Yeah, well, it's a really awesome thing to be a member.
And how about social media? Do you have a team that helps you? Do you do it yourself? How does that work for you?
We we have a girl that works here at the office with us.
Oh, nice.
She's here all the time, and she's more computer savvy than we are. So she does that. I mean, I write out, like, if we're gonna post anything today. I wrote out a thing for Charlie Pride getting
Oh,
inducted to the Music City Walk of Fame. We were there for that, and got to love on his wife, Rosine. We've been
Rose.
knowing them a long, long time. And
Yeah.
then I wrote one for Mark Colley. Um, he got inducted into the Speedway Hall of Fame here in Nashville for his work uh, sponsoring races for a cure for diabetes. He's raised, golly, I
Oh,
think he's raised like $3 million for diabetes, and he's one of my very best friends. He's like a soul brother to me, and he does a lot of acting. Right now, I mean, there's no telling how many movies and TV shows he's done. Right now, he's in a series called Landman
yes.
that Billy Bob Thornton is in. So
Yep.
Mark's in that a lot, and yeah, he's a good guy. Mark is.
Yeah, I saw him. I'm like, oh my gosh, is that Mark? It's so cool when when you see somebody who you admire, you know.
Yeah, I'm jealous of him being in so many cool things.
You're gonna have to tag along with them.
I'm always asking him to put in a good word for me.
I could see a part for you in Landman, that's for sure.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, you'd fit right in.
Uh, I think that what's the man's name that writes that show in
Jerry
Yellowstone?
Sheridan. Sheridan.
Yeah. Well,
He's amazing.
I've heard he's a hard nut to crack as far as getting in the show. So I don't
Yep.
know if I'll ever get a little piece of that show or not. I'm gonna keep trying though.
Yeah, there's an actor out here. He's actually the son of Marion Ross, who played Mrs. C
Yeah,
on
yeah.
yeah, so he's on it. I think he plays the family lawyer. So it's
Oh,
kind of cool to
good.
see him. Yeah. Well, yeah, his we'll put up all of your it's tgrahamBrown.com is where you can find everything about T and his tour and go out there and download his song Santa's Got His Baby, something good, because boy, it's a good song and it's worth having for your Christmas downloads.
Yeah, it's a fun song, and we keep our Facebook page. We put something new on it just about every day. And we're on X, Instagram, all that stuff. All you got to do to find me, I'm easy to find. All our stuff's under T Graham Brown. All you got to do is Google T Graham Brown, and a whole bunch of stuff pops up, good and bad.
So what do you and Sheila do for the actual day of Thanksgiving? How do you celebrate
We're
that day?
My brother and his wife are coming to Nashville. Their daughter lives here and has a
Oh,
job here, and we're gonna go over to her house and have Thanksgiving, eat a lot.
of course.
And
What
then
about
the next night is the 100th
yes.
anniversary of the Opry, so I get to do that. And then the Hallmark movie comes on the 29th, so it's going to be a fun week.
So at the 100th anniversary, do you have your does Sheila have her gown picked out and you have your suit? Are you going to be all dressed up?
I don't know how dressed up we'll be. I'm sure I will be. The whole cast of the Opry is going to be on stage, and there's two shows. I get to sing Mustang Sally, and I get to sing a verse of Who's Gonna Fill Their Shoes, the old
Oh,
George.
wow.
And then we're all going to sing Will the Circle Be Unbroken, and it's going to be a really fun night.
Is one of the channels going to be carrying it live so we can see it? Do you know, T Graham?
I don't know. They don't really
Hmm.
simulcast the video part. They
Yeah.
record, they record everything. They film everything, real high
Wow.
quality. film and audio, but you can go to WSM online and listen to it,
Yes.
or you can go, or if you can pick up WSM AM 650, it'll be on there,
Okay.
and they have it on Willie's Roadhouse too.
Okay.
So you'll be able to hear it. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but you'll be able to hear it.
Well, maybe the Grand Ole Opry will put a DVD for us to buy. That would be awesome to help make some money for the Grand Ole Opry. So hopefully they'll put it out for all of us fans to be able to have it in our home. That would be great. Tell them that, T.
Yeah, yeah. If it comes out, go get it. You know, the Opry's has put together a couple of vinyl albums of
Oh,
past Opry performances. They pick out songs that have been done there over the last 100 years, and that's a pretty interesting album they've put together. So
oh, wow.
that'll be available in the near future.
That sounds great. Well, I know, folks, all of us want to make sure we tune in on November 29th on the Hallmark channel so you can see T and all of his other country music historians on a Grand Ole Opry Christmas. And I'm so excited. Thank you, T, for taking the time to talk to us here at the Holler Times. We will be putting this interview up on our YouTube channel, the Holler Times Official. And it's always a blessing to see your smiling face. And thanks for the jokes.
Well, God bless you too, Judy, and God bless all the viewers and listeners you got. I know you got a lot of people that tune in to you, and God bless all of those folks, and God bless the United States of America.
Thank you for that. We all need it. So we will be talking to you soon. Enjoy Thanksgiving and the holidays.
Okay, bye bye.